It did a good job of just, trying to clog up the paint, coming to help late. And I just thought after the first half, we just didn't do a good job of attacking and just reading what we had in front of us. And so it was coming out, with different matchups, and we would get stagnant, like worrying about who's guarding who instead of just running our offense and then attack who we want to attack afterwards. And so we talked about it after the first game. We did that, in the first game, we're just putting guys on different guys to kind of, But in that second half, I really like what we did. I thought we did a good job of getting to the paint, attacking the basket, making the right play. And so we had our chances, but, a really good fight in that second half.
Yeah, coming out of a timeout late in the first half, I think there were 4 straight trips to the paint. You were immediately out of the timeout. Was that an emphasis right then and there? Stop worrying about the matchups?
Yeah, it was an emphasis at halftime, just attack. And if we, just run our sets and whatever we got, no matter who's on who, and then when we want to get to the matchup, we can get to it at the end of the shot clock. And I thought we did a good job in the second half of just recognizing that and getting to what we wanted to get to.
What did you make of early on, just sort of wise efficiency early on, and Paul has a moment, just the way those two guys?
I thought he did a good job. I thought, once we didn't handle the double teams well, like we normally do, the double teams on the post-ups, the fires. I thought the second half we did a way better job of handling what they was trying to do to us. Just something we got to continue to keep working on. We haven't been whole like this for 2 years. Kawhi hasn't been back. He hasn't played in those type of situations, in a while. And so we just got to get better at that. But I thought, like I said, Stoudamire did a good job of just mixing it up, sometimes switching, sometimes showing, sometimes blitzing. And he did a good job over there on the sideline. And so, they caught us by surprise on a couple of those that we wasn't ready for. And so, we just got to go back to the drawing board and continue to keep getting better with that.
I feel like over the last month when there's been offensive nights that have been hard, you talked about blitzing and firing, throwing you guys off a little bit. I mean, obviously, having so much Kawhi and PG. Is that a matter of those guys making their decisions when guys are rushing at them, or the other 3 guys on the court?
A combination of both. Just making a simple pass to the first guy that's open, and, not trying to skip it across the floor. And then when you are getting trapped or they firing, we got to make sure the other guys make themselves available. And so just, keep working on it. So we've been working on it for a while, but just keep working on that, so we can pick teams apart when they want to double team us.
You went really heavy with minutes on the starters tonight. I know Nico's part of that was the ankle, obviously, but what went into that? Just thinking down the road for if you meet again, sort of how you might sketch out a rotation.
I don't understand.
I was wondering if what went into such a starter-heavy minutes distribution tonight.
I don't see heavy. I don't know what heavy is. Yeah.
I saw Luke 16, Terrence not after halftime.
Yeah.
Usual faces.
Well, we went 9 guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, John played 16, Norm played 31, Nico was a little hurt and banged up, Luke played 17. So just whatever the game calls for, is what we got to do. And so with a lot of guys being up the minute restrictions, it makes it a little easier just to try to find who's playing well and just trying to find those right combinations.
How healthy was Reggie? I mean, not only the face, but then
a little sore. I think got a little stiff. I don't know if it was one play that actually happened that got him to limping or whatever, but something wasn't right with him. I think it was both of them actually. So just did a smart thing by getting him out of the game and just reevaluate him and see how he feels, going forward.
What's it say about Reggie to then come back and keep fighting what he does?
Yeah, that's what he does. He always wants to play, and a lot of times we got to protect him from himself. Just being smart about it.
What do you feel like was the best stretch for you guys offensively tonight, and what went into that?
Third quarter. Started the third quarter. I thought getting the mismatches and Kawhi attacking, getting to his spots, and when they double team, was able to get some wide open threes of just getting into the paint, making the right play.
I feel like it's been a couple games in a row where the third quarter's been really sharp offensively, and that's been a low point at times. Is that something where you feel like guys are just more locked in coming out of halftime?
I don't know. I just think we've been making, we've been talking about it, just being better coming out in the third quarters. And, championship teams, that's what they do. They come out in the third quarter and, they perform in the third quarters. And so it was good to see us come out, being down, I think, 12 at halftime and coming out and be able to tie it up going into the fourth quarter, So, it was good to see. And that's all I can say.
Thanks, Ty.